Spanish coach Luis Enrique spoke to the media after PSG's convincing 4-0 victory over Lille ahead of the UCL last 16 game against Liverpool. Paris Saint-Germain head coach Luis Enrique spoke to the media after his side's 4-0 demolition of Lille, addressing the press ahead of PSG's first-leg clash with Liverpool in the Champions League round of 16. The Asturian coach made it clear there is no fear within his squad ahead of facing Liverpool, adding that PSG is currently one of the best teams in Europe. On facing Liverpool, "I've never seen a team play football with fear. Not this PSG team, not the previous one. No player plays with fear. Fear isn't part of a professional footballer's vocabulary. Sometimes things work out better, sometimes worse, but I don't think any player is afraid. I just don't agree with that view." On Slot saying he was impressed by PSG. "I already knew Liverpool well. Of course, now I know them even better. They're the most informed team in Europe right now, not just in terms of performances, but also results. It's one of the best matches you could ask for. It could easily be a Champions League final. Unfortunately, it isn't. We'll try to be better than them." On PSG in Europe. If you look at all these advanced stats, and there are so many now, PSG is one of the best teams in Europe. There's no doubt about it. On fear. It's what I've said from day one. We're not here to sit back. We're going to try to win the game. We have nothing to protect. We're going up against what's possibly the best team in Europe, a team that qualified brilliantly. But sitting back, speculating, or changing how we play isn't part of our mentality. We attack and defend in this way, and we'll try to show our very best version. We don't see ourselves as inferior. I see this tie as 50-50, and we'll do everything we can to swing it in our favor. Maybe we're facing a team that's a mirror image of ourselves, but we won't sit back. Not here and not at Anfield. On how PSG has improved compared to last season. In terms of numbers, this team has outperformed last season's. If we're talking about footballing quality, we're far more complete. On Wednesday, I could pick any starting 11 and it would be a reliable, competitive team. That's how I feel. And when a team isn't just reliant on 11 players, but on 16 or 17, maybe even more, that gives me confidence. Last year, I took a gamble by saying we'd be better, and it seems I was right. On the crisis in French football, I don't have enough information to comment. On PSG's best version, we can only get better, or worse. There's always room for improvement. That's the mindset we want. There's a lot of competition. The players know that whoever plays, the team remains solid. No one can afford to relax. If you do, you'll get swept aside. It's wonderful. All we can do is stay prepared for the challenges the Champions League and the rest of the season will bring. On whether PSG is ready for Liverpool. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I think we're in a very good place. We've put together a strong season from the start. Of course, there are things to improve, like any team, but we're arriving at this stage in excellent form. This is probably our best spell of the season. When you think of all the chances we created, plus scoring 4 goals against a team like Lille, one of the best sides in the Champions League, reducing them to almost nothing is incredibly difficult, and it shows where we're at. Now it's time to focus on the 2 legs against Liverpool. We'll rest, and we'll stay ambitious, just like we've been for the past 18 months. On what PSG needs to become even stronger. We're not going to change much. Tonight was a test, because Liverpool and Lille have some similarities, both in attack and defense. Lille, for example, builds play well from the back. Today we pressed them so well that at one point they had to resort to long balls. Defensively, they try to press too. We were excellent both with and without the ball. It was the perfect test to get ready. But the Liverpool tie will be very different. It'll be a really tough game. We're in the best shape we've been all season. On whether it was a perfect night? No. The second half was more in line with what the game probably should have been. But when you press that well and you're that accurate with the ball, you can deliver a first half like that. The scoreline weighed on us a bit after halftime, and the second half was more balanced. But the result is completely fair, and I'm very pleased with the team. On finishing, when no single player feels the responsibility to score all the goals, and when a team creates this many chances, all we have to do is focus on finding the player in the best position. That takes pressure off the forwards. Our team reflects that mentality. Today, we had 4 different scorers. When you can do that, you score more goals, and players